Hey guys, Anna Green here with Anna Be Changing. I am not coming at you live this evening because I don't know if it was Facebook and I or just I think it's just technology and I tonight are not, we're just not getting along. There's so many little brick walls that are coming up in front of me on this. It goes back to that barrier series that I started this with a few weeks ago. All those brick walls are coming up in front of me. I'm not having it. So this is not live, but I am promising you that I am not going to edit this. I'm just going to post it. So you still get me in all of my glory. You still get it if a kiddo walks into the room. You still get it if my phone rings. You still get whatever is reality, what is really happening here. So it's like we're having a conversation, even though it's video and not live. I pinky promise to you that I did not edit this. So the series that I'm working on this week for you is self-acceptance. That's what we've been talking about. So tonight, the question that I want to ask you is, do you trust yourself? Now, for me, for a very long time, until just recently, I would say my answer to that would be no. Or, I'll clarify that a little bit. My answer to that would be, I trust myself to quit. I trust myself to start something and not finish it. I trust myself to have really good intentions and not follow through. I trust myself to not make me a priority in my life. I trust myself to make excuses, all of those kind of things. So that's not exactly what I mean by do you trust yourself? So a couple of things there. If you think about do you trust yourself and your answer is similar to mine, excuse me, I want you to take a minute and realize that there's a lot of self-judgment in that. There's a lot of I am a negative thing in that, or I have consistently been a negative thing or treated myself negatively. Certainly not self-acceptance in that by any means, but there's a lot of judgment in saying that. So if you find yourself in that place, feeling similarly to what I did, take a deep breath. Realize that you can change that behavior at any time, at any age, on any day. It doesn't have to be a Monday. It doesn't have to be the start of a month. It doesn't have to be on, the 15th with a full moon. No, any time you can change that. And I also want you to think about what were those situations that you got in with good intentions and you quit later on, or any of those kind of things for you. What were those situations? What did you learn from that? What was maybe unique about that experience that it's not fair to say that you don't trust yourself because of that when you were 13? Who knows how long you've been holding on to things, or when you had a very different circumstance in your life at that point and you didn't know any better, you hadn't grown enough, or you hadn't accepted yourself for who you were at that point. There's any number of those things that could go into that. So dig in as much as you're comfortable with that. But then I want you to move to a place where you can trust yourself. And like I said, you can start that anytime. You can start that right now, or right now, or right now, right? It's a continual thing. Anytime you just make the decision and you realize it's not going to be easy. If your tendency has been to get really excited about something and go into, like weight loss, for instance, you get really excited, you find a new program, you purchase it, or you sign up at the gym, you go for 2 weeks or whatever, that 2 to 3 week mark is really the clincher a lot of times. But you go, you're committed, you're focused, you're motivated, you're all of those things. And then something comes up, whether it's something emotional, if that's a trigger for you, or if it's traveling for work, or if it's a vacation, or if it's a really super stressful day, or perhaps there's even a death in your family. Any number of those things can come up. At any point, you can decide you want to start again. At any point in that. And what you have to do is give yourself the opportunity to grow. give yourself the opportunity to do something differently than you might normally do. Like remain committed to yourself. Like push through when those struggles come up. Like give yourself a day off, 2 days off, whatever it might need, and come right back in. You don't have to start over necessarily. Just come back in. Do you trust yourself enough to do that? Like I said, for me, for a long time, I didn't. But what you're doing, if that's the case for you, is you're setting yourself up for failure because you don't believe. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in your ability to do anything different than what you might have done in the past. So give yourself a little bit of leeway. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Forgive yourself for the times when you did not keep your word to you in the past. Know that you can make a change in that at any time on any day. And do that. Figure out how you want to do it differently so that you can trust yourself again. It's just like in a relationship. If you have, someone burns you, someone told you something that was not true, someone told you they would be there and they weren't, any of those kind of things. Just give a second chance. Give yourself a second chance. And if it's a 27th chance, give yourself a 27th chance. You deserve it. And you are the only you that you're going to have in your lifetime. You can't just give up on yourself. You can't. You are not watching this to say that you're going to give up on yourself. You are watching this because you want to learn how to move forward. So that is one way to do that, is give yourself that 27th chance. Trust that you will do things differently. Take action every day and be gracious and forgiving of yourself as you go along the way, because it's not easy to be human. It's just not. Things will come up, but trust yourself that you will move through it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be back live tomorrow, I hope, if this technology thing will go away. If not, I'll bring you a video, whatever, but I prefer to do it live because then I just, feel like I'm interacting with you guys directly. I can interact with anybody on this because it's recorded. So thank you again for watching. Please, as always, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out my blogs, share this with anybody who you think would get some value out of it, and continue to look back for the blog and the live videos that I'm going to be doing for you tomorrow as well. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good night.